This is day 272. And I actually realized the other day that I have less than 100 days until the end of this 365-day life, which is kind of mind-blowing that it's like, oh my God, I'm coming towards the end of it. Yeah, and so other than that, today I've just been kind of sitting in my emotions, not doing a whole lot. It's raining, so I definitely feel like the way I'm feeling is kind of reflecting with the rain. Water is connected to our emotions, and also the moon is in Pisces. So all the emotions today, and just been lying down and sitting with that, and a lot of just reflection from the past couple of days. And I've been slowly learning to follow the transits, especially when it comes to like the human design gates and what they mean and how they affect me and my chart and the collective as well. And so right now the sun is transiting through gate 44, which is a gate I already have, and gate 44 is one of the fear gates that comes out of the spleen, and it's fear of the past repeating itself, but in its highest vibration, it is the intuitive ability to be able to see patterns and learn from them. And having this fear gate, for the longest time, I was like, oh, it makes so much sense. But it was a gate that I have now realized that I resisted. I was always resisting this fear. I didn't want the past to repeat itself. And the minute I started seeing the same patterns unfolding, I would freak out, get triggered by it, because I was like, oh no, here we go. And I would resist it instead of welcoming it, instead of being like, okay, what is this trying to teach me? I would only reflect on what is this trying to teach me after my trigger, after the past actually repeated itself, like after the event happened. And then I would reflect after that and be like, okay, what am I meant to learn from this? But in the beginning, I would resist. And now I'm learning to not resist, because this is what this week, the past did repeat itself. A pattern happened that has happened for the past, I want to say 3 years. This is the 4th time it's happened in the past. Yeah. 4th time it's happened, once a year, past 4 years. And it always happens around this. The pattern is like happening around Scorpio season every time. And it's always like the same kind of theme, and always happens around this time, either before or after my birthday. It's not fun. It's not a fun pattern. And every year it's like I resist it, because I see like sometimes like I'll see like signs coming, and that's usually what causes me to spiral. This time I didn't. I was kind of more caught off guard with it. I didn't foresee any signs, unfortunately, but I did recognize a pattern. And so now what I need to learn from this time of the pattern, because every time this pattern happens, I'm learning more and more about myself. I'm learning more and more about who I am. And this time was basically to embrace the fact that I have this gate, embrace the fact that, especially now that the sun is transiting through this gate, and really just embrace that whenever like it starts happening, to know that, okay, it's a pattern that's happening again, and let's see what I'm meant to learn from it, and just watch it unfold and watch it happen instead of resisting it. And the irony of it all, it's so funny, like how it's all interconnected, is that last January, I did a year ahead reading for myself and tarot reading, and I put every month like notes of what to expect in this month, and November says fears surfacing, may try to escape my fears. Well, it's November 3rd and I've already been there, done that. And then it says don't be afraid to reveal your inner gifts. And then it says go surfing, get in the water, which that is definitely going to be my intention for this month for sure. And then the whole thing, with like, don't be afraid to reveal my inner gifts. Like, that's just like a message that's just been coming through. I bought the November transit. It's called the Program Plus from Christelle and Leah, who, they did like give you a whole like kind of breakdown of the month for the transits. And even there, it's like, tap into your gifts. Like, what are your gifts? Like, and also having to do with like what are your natural gifts, and then that also has to do with the full moon eclipse in Taurus that we're having next week. And so a lot of reflection, a lot of things coming up already in the Scorpio season. And I honestly really like hate my birthday. I really do. It's like one of those things that I'm like, yay, it's my birthday, but like, oh fuck, like this inner work and these triggers and these, like tower moments, like shit shows that happen always around my birthday. I'm always like, can I have 1 year birthday that's like amazing? Like the whole month of November is awesome. Like, is that too much to ask, universe? It would be really nice. So so definitely, I know I'm like kind of talking a lot, rambling, but definitely just going through it all and doing my very best to get through it, and reflecting on myself, making sure that I'm allowing myself to be, and I'm taking care of what I need, and how to nurture me. And this month is definitely going to be a big month for a lot of us, especially the first half in Scorpio season. It's going to be intense. And so if you are, like I said, the sun is transiting in gate 44. So if you are noticing like past repeating itself, or if you are afraid of the past repeating itself, that is why. So basically, how can you embrace it? How can you honor it? And what can you learn from this particular pattern that just happened again? What can this pattern teach you about you? And it's a big one. So that's it for day 272. I'm just going to stay quiet from social media for the next few days, other than my IG lives. Because I just need to navigate my emotions right now and navigate Scorpio season. And that's it. So I'm gonna go, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.